Hey, today we are moving along in our sounds and centers series, and today we're going to be focusing on what we would call the heart chakra and the associated sounds with that. So we're looking at things like particular frequencies, mantras. We're going to go into some cultural associations with it, and also some instruments that you can either tune or often associated just in general with this center. Now, for many, the heart is seen as a bridge or balance between the earthly realm, the sort of the lower chakras or the more denser vibrations, and the higher realms or the faster vibrations, the more ethereal experiences that we can have. Now, when we're looking at things like color, it's often associated with the color green. Sometimes you can also see that it's often associated with the color pink as well, a very vibrant pink color. Now, when we're looking at like the Vedic philosophy and we're looking at the kind of mantras that they might use when working with the center here, so the heart chakra being here around the heart area, the chest area of the body, you'll often see that the mantra YAM, so Y-A-M, is used and chanted to connect in with this space here. So that's a mantra that you may wish to use. Now, when we're looking at musical notes, we would often associate the note either F or F sharp with this center here. So this is also going to depend on whether your instrument is tuned at like A 440 hertz or A to 432 hertz. You can also tune A to a magical note of 444 hertz as well. And when we're looking at solfeggio tunings, so I have done a series on solfeggio tunings before. It is often associated with 639 hertz, which is what I'm holding right here. And if you want to learn more about the 639 hertz, I'll leave a link in the description box down below. And you can go over there and check that out there. Now, when we're looking at instruments, you can obviously use the voice. It's always with us. If you have the ability to speak, make sound, then this here can be used to connect in with the space here. So either singing and humming at that F sharp note, and also mantras, which is what I spoke about earlier. Now, another instrument, if you have flutes tuned to F or F sharp, you'll find that the air elemental aspects of the flute can help connect in with this space here. Other instruments, we're looking at things like handpans or tongue drums as well. Again, tuned to F and F sharp. And you can also look into crystal singing bowls. So you can get them in F. You could also look at getting them in particular crystal that's also associated with this space as well. If you want more information about the kind of crystal that you may wish to have with your F or F sharp bowl, the tuning that you may wish to have the bowl at, you can also get in contact with me for more of that information, or leave a comment down below and I can share more. And another one is the harp. So you can tune the harp to particular tunings. And also the harp in itself is often associated with this area here of the body. Now, when you're also looking at other instruments, you can find most instruments that you can tune, like a guitar. You can tune it to particular tunings, and also things like chimes, bells, things like that can also be used to work with this space here. And when we're looking at the yogic philosophy, they would often call this space Anahata, and it's often what they would associate as the seat of the soul. It's where Atman, the self, meets Brahman, the universal consciousness. Now, I am aware that this is an oversimplified explanation of the teachings, so I welcome you to do your own research and study them yourself so that you get more depth and understanding of this tradition, as well as also the others that I'm going to speak of next. Now, in the Sufi tradition, you'll see that the heart is often associated with being a mirror of the divine. And then also in the Tibetan Buddhism, they would often use heart-centered mantras to activate compassion through to enlightenment. Again, that's another oversimplification of what the teachings actually entail. And then when we look at ancient Egyptian mysticism, you can see how the heart would often be weighed against the feather of Maat, so M-A-A-T, to judge the purity of the soul. And it was often like a symbol of truth and emotional balance. So you can see there, just from those very few cultures that I've spoken of, there is a reoccurring theme with the association of the heart, and that it's not just an organ, but it's also a bridge between the physical material realm and the more etherical or spiritual realm. Insert your label that you prefer to use there. So it's often an area or a chakra that many may find it's quite a sensitive one for them. For some, it's very easy to close down in that space. So working with these sounds can help clear out what is no longer serving that area. You know, especially if you're having trouble with your lungs, that's often an organ associated with grief, which is also associated with not being able to move through like heartbreak or heartache that can occur in our lives. It's a very natural thing that will occur in our lives. And so to be able to move through that, you know, sound is an amazing tool, and working with sounds that are associated with the heart add to that as well. And then also being able to open that space again, because when we live in a way in which our heart is very closed off to the world and particular matters, we're limiting our ability to live life to a full potential. And it's also not just limiting our own evolution, but also the evolution of that which is around us. So yes, that is all that I wish to speak on in regards to the heart chakra and sounds. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next vlog.